So, who are you?
My name is Eddie J. Mandala. I'm a black dreadlock multimedia artist
Mm.
and I'm based in Brighton. For about 30 years I've been working in community development.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? And
Birds.
as an art therapist.
Mm-hmm.
And my values are basically pro-feminist, anti-racist, and I'm guided by the principles of equalities.
Okay. What are you doing?
It's a project. It's an anti-racist project I began 5 years ago,
Okay.
and it evolved from a process that involved. Wow, what was that?
It's rain,
Ah, yeah.
raindrops.
Microaggressions. I record them from my research and also what I witness, and I take away the information to share with other professionals
Okay.
who act as my mentors,
Mm-hmm.
and then we look for patterns in the behaviors and the motivations. We data crunch it, and we come up with new names, new lexicons.
Okay. So, who are you doing it for?
Um, yeah. Well, anyone that suffers from the discrimination that results from white privilege, but is also there. So you could say it's there to help non-white people, but it's also there to help white people become better allies in the anti-racist journey that we must all do. It's also a narrative of the lived realities we all have, which is a kind of like a silent narrative, which I'm bringing into the public view.
So, let me ask you, are you trying to tell me something? Sell me something?
Not really. I'm not really trying to sell anything. In fact, it's more of a gift. Um, it's it is for people I've known for over 30 years,
Okay.
and it's for the people that supported me creatively. It's for the parents of black and mixed race kids. It's for the kids who've come to me asking for mentorship.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
But it's also um, my. If I'm trying to sell something, I'm trying to sell the idea that anti-racism can make a change in our lives.
Are you crazy?
Well, some people say yeah, um, but no, I'm not crazy. I understand why people think I would, if I am, because I must admit I'm slightly scared or concerned about the reactions because I know how bigots react to the truth. But I'm more afraid of doing nothing to address the situation that I'm in. I'm more afraid of the results of that.
Okay.
And I'm trying to sell the idea that we can stop systemic racism in our lifetimes.
Okay. So, what is your purpose?
Yeah. Um, yeah. Well, I want to grow as a human being.
Growth?
Yeah. I want to be accountable for my life. I want to be able to leave a legacy of information.
Legacy?
Mm, mm. Um, you could say there's a political purpose to contribute to dismantling the racism we witness, but there are some altruistic purposes, and there are some questions I'd like to answer. One is, how do we heal ourselves from the intergenerational impacts of racist trauma?
Okay.
And is it possible to re-educate bigots so they can be useful citizens and allies to anti-racism? Those are kind of questions.
Okay. So, how can you do all this in just one book then?
Well, some say that they only need one book to live their life by,
Mm.
and I'm not trying to sell that.
Mm.
I'm not trying to sell anything to move with that.
Mm.
But I'm trying to put all I know from all my experiences working in racist institutions over 30, 40 years.
Mm.
And I'm trying to put my creativity into the purpose of it.
Mm.
And I'm inviting people to to step into my world more or less,
Mm.
to understand another perspective, which could be dynamic and fun, rather than scapegoating and stagnant. And I'm assuming that people of difference and people of color are more resilient and adaptable. So I think they'll be more ready and prepared
Mm-hmm.
to understand the multi-purpose creative levels that this involves.
So tell me about what information is found inside the Bigotopia Compendium.
Okay, yeah, well, there'll be illustrations, poetry, posters, colouring in designs, uh, crosswords, word searches. There'll be uh, colouring exercises, and but it's about a healing, physical, emotional, and spiritual recovery from the impacts of racist trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be also things, because I believe, like that lovely bird, is that anti-racism. Oh, it's a robin, look. Anti-racism is um, an opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
be creative, and we won't solve this problem without using our creativity.
Okay, so
So there'll be also new lexicons to identify the different kinds of bigots you'll encounter,
mm-hmm.
checklists to identify the forensic analysis of their behavior,
Mm-hmm.
so it's more understood. It's a toolkit that helps people survive racist institutions
Mm-hmm.
and minimize the toxicity of bigotry,
Okay.
and also what one experiences in general public areas.
Mm.
So it's a practical tool as well.
Okay. And what is Black Muse?
Well, if you look into the dictionary, you'll find so many ways that the words have been associated for black and mixed parentage children. I mean, I've looked it up. There are hundreds, literally. Um, Spelling the word black, I'm spelling it Blaq, and it's a reclamation of the word. Because if you look in a dictionary,
Mm-hmm.
you find all these bad associations with black.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a black excellence when I talk about the word black with a Q.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to show that it can be manifested in social aspirations as well as within the beauty of the fathomless night or in the darkest hours before a new day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it appears outwardly in a dignified resilience of black people
Mm-hmm.
when they are fearless, peerless. It is the giving and receiving that is found in stylish dignity. It is a space we claim to begin the black renaissance. And muse means, well, it's exactly that. It's about inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
It's a black inspiration.
Okay. And what made you start Black Muse?
Basically, my love of humanity. It might sound weird, but it's true. And I love words. And I think words are very important. And I'm dedicated to lifelong learning. But my interests are in performance art as well as healing. I want to be a good ancestor. I want to address the self-healing we need in our communities. But how it came about was in a roundabout way. It started as a football project, and I was interviewing all the people I played with for over 30 years. And I realised it was a different experience for the black players than it was for white. And I realised that there was something I needed to address. And that's what made me use this subject before turn to the subject.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made me change and start facing racism creatively rather than blocking it and hiding away, pretending it wasn't there.
Okay. And why are you doing it for one whole day?
Well, wow, it's been a wonderful experience. Doing this thing has helped me, has enhanced my relationships all over the board. Um, I'm grateful to my supporters. I'm grateful for my critics. I'm grateful for the bigots who helped me by exposing themselves to me. But I'm grateful to, it's going on for one day because I'm saying that if we all dedicated one day to anti-racism, it would be gone. within our lifetimes. And I can't really say that if I don't try it myself. And I think going through this experience is using my body, my mind, my spiritual identity. I can measure how much it affects me before and after. And then I can tell people if I want to, with desire, or if they want to hear me. But I think that I want to do this in my life. I want to do it happening. When I leave my deathbed, on my deathbed, I want to know that I've done this.
Okay. And what will you do when you're finished?
Well, I'll probably sleep for a whole day. Because it's going to be a whole day dedicated to. And in the long run, I want to complete the memoir I did for the footballers. And I want to start doing portraits again in my mosaics, which I love doing. And I want to complete the music tracks and animation that I've started. And I want to do that, I want to collaborate doing that. And I want to publish the graphic novels that have come out of this project, not just the compendium, but all the different ones I've had the children's stories, all those things. I've got a rough idea which I'm playing with about anti-racist workshops to engage with people who need this information. But also I want to support my mentors who've mentored me. I want to help them publish their reports because that was part of the deal, is that they are using me as their client as well as getting some anti-racist practice, good practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
There is something I'd like to let you know, though, if anybody's coming on board. I mean, if any of this information I'm giving is prejudicial or incorrect, I really beg people to tell me. I don't want to offend anybody. I do want to be accurate. And also, I want to tell people that the only skills required is to be able to read and write. And also, I'm asking. In fact, this is a rule. Do not use this information to castigate or attack anybody else, because we are all complicit in the world of systemic racism, and we all don't come out well. We all have some role in it.
Okay.
So we cannot be pointing at other people.
Okay.
And I want people to feel welcome to share their information with people they need it. And also, a little kind of proviso here is that you might discover there are traits that you recognize that you might have in your own family, or you yourself, or someone you care for. So please do not take it personally. Do not project what you learn outwards. If there is some kind of issue that's come up for you, that's a good thing. Try to engage with it positively.
Okay.
And do check-ins to help monitor your health. And maybe that would help in the long run in speaking truth to power, and using this platform to find allies who will help you rather than hinder your progress as a human being in life. I want people to drop their mental ball and chain.
And speak truth to power.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you. Zinderi. That was 13 minutes.